Okay, in this question, we are given this equation, 3x minus 5y is equal to 30, and we are going to find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and also the slope. Unfortunately, this equation is in the standard form, so we cannot tell any of this right away, okay? So we will just go ahead and do the usual procedure to get the x-intercept first. So let's get started with that. So let me just write this down for the x-intercept. What we are going to do is, we'll first let y equal to 0, then solve for x, okay? And we will just do it. Plug in 0 into this y, and we see we have 3x, and then minus 5 times the y, which we set it to be 0, and then that's equal to 30. And now we see negative 5 times 0 is just 0, and we will have 3x on the left-hand side, and that's equal to 30. This is 3 times x is equal to 30. So we can go ahead, divide both sides by 3. And in the end, we get x is equal to 30 divided by 3, which is 10. Okay? Looks like 60. No, this is 10. Okay, so for the x-intercept now, we know the answer, which is 10 for x and 0 for y. So we'll just put down 10, 0 like that. Next, let's get the y-intercept. So I'll put this down right here. To do this, we pretty much just do the same thing, but opposite. Instead of letting y equal to 0, you have to remember that for the y-intercept, you have to let x equal to 0. Okay? Once again, you are going to let x equal to 0, and then, okay, solve for y. And just like that, we plug in numbers and do it. Plug in 0 for x, which is right here. We will have 3 times 0, and then minus 5y, and that's equal to 30, okay? And now, this part, 3 times 0 is 0, and we just have this, negative 5y is equal to 30. And in this case, you see, we have negative 5 times y. We will have to divide it by negative 5 on both sides. And in the end, we see that the y is by itself, because they cancel out, and 30 divided by negative 5. This is positive 30 divided by negative 5. We get negative. 30 over 5 is 6. So in the end, we have y is equal to negative 6. And put them together, x is equal to 0, y is equal to negative 6 right here. Okay? 0, negative 6. A small common mistake is that people forget to write down this negative. So be sure you write down negative 5y equals to 30. Okay? And finally, we are going to find the slope. And what we can do is, we see that we have these 2 points already. We can just go ahead and use the slope formula. So I will just put this down right here for you guys. Okay? And let me just write this down. We have 2 points. The first one is 10, 0. And the second one is 0, negative 6. And let me just do my labeling. This is x1, this is y1. And this right here will be my x2 and y2. I put on this so I can use the formula, and it's equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? And we just have to do this. Now, y2 is negative 6, right? So let's put down negative 6. And we have this minus from the formula, so let's put that down. Minus y1, and y1 is 0, so we just put down 0. And then over x2 is this 0, so let's put this down. And then we have this minus, and x1 is 10, right? So we put down 10 right here. And now let's see what do we have. Okay, that will just put it down right here. Negative 6 minus 0 is negative 6, and then we will have over 0 minus 10 is negative 10. And finally, we see that negative divided by negative, it will give us positive. And then 6 over 10, we know 2 goes into 6 3 times, and 2 goes into 10 5 times. So in the end, the final answer is positive 3 over 5. And that will be the slope for this right here. And we'll just write this down, positive 3 over 5. And that's it. Be sure you guys know all these details, okay?